So it's a lot of independent artists right now that's actually running the game, in my opinion. No disrespect to the mainstream artists, but I'm pretty sure that when it comes to like the toughness, the lyricism, the stories behind it, I'm pretty sure that's independent artists. And with you being one, I understand that. Like you feel you can relate to that, or how you feel about that?
Nah, I definitely feel about that. I feel the same way. I always tell people when it comes to that, like they got them labels behind them, the mainstream artists, so they pushing. You feel me? But it's a different type of grind when you out here really grinding. You doing it by yourself. However, you making your money to put it back and flip it and invest in yourself, invest in your dream, invest in your business. Cause at the end of the day, that's what you is. You a business.
Exactly. So it's a lot of artists right now that ain't even actually pretty much what you just said is what everybody needs. You saying you basically a business. Now a lot of artists they just think that, you just gotta make music and that's it. But being as how you just changed the perspective saying you're a business now, which means like music is only like 5%. You know what I'm saying? So like what would you say to I guess an independent artist that just think is you just need music to blow?
It's a mistake that I'll say don't feel bad first if you don't know it, because it's a
Okay.
mistake that a lot of people do make because nobody really tells you this. When you go out there, they're like, "Oh, cool, you making music, cool," but nobody really tells you this until later, a little like a year or two later down the line. Now they telling you this, but you done missed out on all type of money. So with that being said, is just have your paperwork in order. Make sure you got your BMI or ASCAP. Make sure you're on Sound
Uh
Exchange.
huh.
Make sure you're on Song Trust, the MLC. Pretty sure it's another one at the moment, but I can't think of them. But just make sure because all these little things help you get your royalties, help you get your money for different little things, online plays, music being heard overseas, like so.
So when did you figure out that music wasn't just the money maker? When did you figure out learning the paper side is where the money comes from?
For me, see, I always been business minded, so I
Okay.
think I always knew that, but I didn't know these things, so I didn't know nothing about it. I was learning, like I came in like I'm trying to learn, like I know it's more to it just than making music and dropping it on Distro Kid or whatever.
Uh huh.
I'm like, it's more to it. It gotta be. So I'm like, it helped me learn. Like,
So you was like one of them artists, like, yeah, I get the music part, but they ain't really making the money as much as money I think it is. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
just making music, that's just the streams.
yeah,
But when it comes to like MLC and like actually distributing your music, music licensing,
yeah.
you really gotta know the paperwork, you gotta know the law side of things. So like, let me ask you this, right? So how long have you been in this entrepreneurship journey?
Tell you how long I've been what?
Been entrepreneur, not
Entrepreneur.
exactly a rapper, but an entrepreneur. You see what I did there?
I mean, honestly, we can say all my life. We can say
Okay.
that about 8. I mean, I always been a hustler. Like, I always had a little hustle. Like, whether it was getting people phones and iPads and stuff back in the day, selling candy, you feel me, selling flowers, selling chocolate. Like I was always hustling, so I always had that mindset. Like I always knew I was a boss. Like
So when
from day
was the
one.
first time? When was the first time you discovered you as an entrepreneur? And what I mean by that is, what was the first product you sold ever? Because you said you basically saying the entrepreneurship spirit
Yeah,
been in you.
yeah.
But what was the first time you discovered that you was an entrepreneur?
I'll say,
Like, what's the first thing you sold? That's a better way to put it.
yeah. The first thing would be, ooh, it would have to be, yeah, phones.
Phones.
Yeah, and I'm talking about at like in the 8th grade. Like I'm selling phones. Like people like, boy, I need a phone. Like, oh, they tell me the phone, I go get it. Like,
So with you being an entrepreneur, how do you think that pretty much entices or helps you with your music side? Because not everybody wants to be a rapper, but not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, and they go hand in hand. especially if you're trying to make like real money from
Yeah.
music. Now, what do you think? Matter of fact, I'll switch the question. What do you think is the difference?
The difference is, I mean, for me, I would say it's the love of it, like the
Okay.
actual, like and speaking from my personal opinion, like you feel me, I love it. Like I love music. Like it was something like anybody who know me, they know like that boy been writing songs since the 5th grade. Like so, like it's not a shock to people to see me now. Like oh, that boy actually finally going on that journey. Like they like dang, about time, really. But I'll say the love of it. Like when you got the love of it, it's different than when you just like, oh, I can do it. Like, let me just do it. You feel me? You don't care about all that. You just like, I'm making music. You feel me? I'm whatever. I get my little back ends, whatever. When you got the love of it, I feel like you just in tune with everything. And I mean, I guess you gotta love that entrepreneurship spirit too.
Are you single?
Nah,
You're not single.
nah.
Okay, so kind of delve into that. Like what is the ins and outs of that, and how does this affect you being in the music business?
Um, I mean, I'm married actually, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Dang,
So
that's what's up. I didn't even know that.
yeah.
That's what's up.
But I mean, it don't affect me personally. Like, I mean, like I said, anybody who knows me knows that this was something that was always in me. So, she's my best friend. I've known her since we were 14. So, like,
So do you think that a person like let's say a rapper sees a certain someone, but he is just starting out? Do you think that relationships can help or destroy an upcoming artist?
I think it depends on who that lady is, who that woman is. And she might be one who can help and really, you feel me, might be on him, might be his accountability partner. Like,
Okay.
hey, you ain't been in the studio, you tripping. I thought you wanted to be a rapper. You feel me? Let's get it. You slacking, homie. Or she could be like, oh, you always in the club. You always out there trying to perform. You always doing this. You don't spend me no time. Like, that's
Now,
not somebody who for you.
now let me add a little controversy here. You know what I'm saying? It's always good for that. Now, you just described two type of women when it comes to a coming up artist, but I've seen some where that woman is both of these type of women. Like, yeah, she also encourages him to get in the studio, but he's in the studio too much. He's performing too much, and she doesn't like that. Okay, so what is your advice for those type of situations?
I mean, balance.
Okay,
That's all it is. Sometimes you gotta know to say, nah, I can't go out. I can't do that tonight. Like I gotta spend time with my lady. Like I done told my manager like, hey, boy, we might not be able to do that. Like I want to do it, but like, me my lady going out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like, it is what it is. Just balance. You gotta find that balance. Like,
has she ever? So from my understanding, she been there for you. She
yeah,
been there.
yeah,
She been
yeah.
there. Are you? You got any kids?
Yeah, one.
You got one kid.
Yeah.
Now, how does? Okay, so you basically a family man. Like you know, you're not a single man. You are a family man. You are a married man, and you are a father as well. Now, were you that before you became into music, or how does that work? Or did you kind of find it at the same time?
I think yeah, 21. Yeah, so same time. Kind of all happened at the same time. Yeah, she got pregnant in September 2020. Uh, Me actually saying I'm finna officially go out here and do my thing in this rap game was January 21, and yeah, we was married already before the baby. No, we got married in March 21.
Okay.
So yeah,
So pretty much she been there
yeah,
before you even got serious about the music game, pretty much.
yeah.
Like you've been so she already knew that you was into music.
Yeah,
Would
like
you
everybody knew it.
so would you think that that could be a partial reason why she you know got into a relationship with you?
I
Was she
don't.
like, oh, this man could snap, this man got bars, I think I want to go on a date with him?
No, I'll be honest, not even. Like You feel me? She supports my music, but you feel me? My music isn't her music, so.
Okay.
But you feel me? So she
Okay.
supports it. Like she'll do things like, hey, you just dropped that new song. She gonna make sure she said. She gonna make sure she play it. Like even though like this ain't what I listen to, but this you. So I'm gonna listen to it. Yeah, I'm putting on my playlist.
Nice, nice.
In my rotation. But no, I think like she feel me. Like she always like always knew like, as they say, I'm the prize, and like. And not to say that she's not the prize,
Of
but
course.
like I think she just knew like I was always somebody who was gonna be successful in whatever endeavor I took in life.
So what do you mean by you're the prize? Because you did air quotes on that. So what do you mean you're the prize?
I mean, cause
Stirring up a bee nest here.
you know, man, that's social media. Everybody, oh, I'm the prize. Who the prize? The man the prize. The female the prize. I mean, like I tell people, I don't want to be with nobody who don't feel like they the prize.
Okay.
So like,
that's a different perspective.
I feel like I'm the prize, but you should. I want somebody that's like I'm the prize. Like you damn right, you is. You should feel that way.
So would you date an entrepreneur or would you not date an entrepreneur?
I would date an entrepreneur. Hell, I tried to make her one, but but she, you know, she was like, nah, that ain't me. I was like, cool, you feel me? I ain't gonna force it on you.
Okay. So would you date a creative? Or would you not date a creative? I'm sorry, because you're already a creative. Would you not date?
I've dated a creative before. I have. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I think it was a nice relationship. I mean, we had no beef. Like we had no quarrel. Like it's still good vibes to this day. Like I can hit up and be like, hey, how you doing? Everything been good. But yeah, I did a creative. Yeah.
So you're not really big on, I completely just shut off everything from my ex because the relationship worked out. You still like well, I wouldn't say keep in contact, but business wise or creative wise, you will still reach out or they'll reach out to you and you will splur on that.
Definitely. I'm not big. Say it again.
Has that happened before?
Yeah, they reached out. I mean, they reached out. Like, oh, okay, like I seen your new song. Keep doing your thing. You feel me? Things like that. But yeah, no, I'm not big into cutting exes off like completely. I think it's stupid. Like if it's no bad blood, like a lot of my exes, like we just like life happened. Like that was our moment. Our moment passed. No bad blood. So why would I cut you off? Like I still care about you as a human being. You feel me? Like not that I care about you as I want you to be mine again, but you still are a human being that had an impact in my life, whether it was for 3 months, 2 years, whatever. You feel me? You were a partial part of my life at one point. So
you it sounds like you big on loyalty.
Pretty much.
That's all I'm hearing right now. This man is big on, despite the past relationships, you still a human. Like I'm stripping out the good things you did for me and I'm sticking with that. Yeah. We don't gotta be friends, we don't gotta be together no more, but I do respect your contribution to my life. That's pretty much what you said.
Yeah, definitely.
Now it's a lot of people that's gonna side the others, they're gonna side against that. And some of the reasons is because they can never forgive what that person has done to them, and that's all they see. So they keep their distance away, despite any potential business plans that ex may have, that can help them out. So how do you feel on you're forgiving your ex and then forgiving you and y'all moving on? Do you have any grudges as if we speak right now?
Nah, I don't hold grudges.
All right.
That's something I don't do. I don't hold grudges. Yeah, so like I'll forgive you. Like it don't mean I forgot. You feel me? Like if I forgive you, but things might be like if you done me wrong, we can be cool, but you ain't got me that you used to. Like I ain't gonna be as open no more. I ain't gonna be as like my guard gonna be up now because like I can't really know. Like we good. I forgive you. It's whatever. Like whatever. If we still cool, whatever. If I still feel like you feel me, but nah.
So you got merch. Let's get into the merch. Yeah. Okay. Now, from my understanding, like I did my research on you, did some homework on you, and from my understanding, the merch isn't new, but it isn't old either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you've been doing this music thing for a long time, and the merch was not there.
Yeah. Nah.
So when did the merch come about, and why?
I I think the merch came about like 2022. Yeah, 2022. Sometime then. And like I said, as you get to know the business side of everything, like that's another money maker. Like that's how you make money off yourself other than music. Like, okay, I got these fans who like my music. Why wouldn't they buy my merch?
Right.
Let's throw some merch out there.
Right.
Let's make a little money off of that. So yeah.
So I assume you actually wearing your merch right now.
Yeah, this one of them.
Go
The
ahead
Hit
and show the
Squad
people.
hoodies. Yeah, the Hit Squad hoodies. You feel me? You feel me? This is a little vintage one. You feel me? But I love it. It's the first one. You feel me?
So
So
that's the original.
yeah,
That's
this the
the original
original.
piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's the original Hit Squad Records. That's the record label. You feel me? That's my record label.
So let's get into that. You have a record label now.
Yeah.
I know this, okay, because like I said, I did my homework. But kind of let people know what exactly it represents, because every record label is different. But the only problem is people starting record labels, but they don't have a story behind their record label. That's why it's not flourishing as well. So kind of break down on what your label is, what it represents.
Yeah, so my label, Hit Squad. One thing, the name in itself is Hit Squad. If you see the logo, you feel me? We got the two AKs. You feel me? Crossed got the palm trees.
I see it.
Feel me? Dade County. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So it's Hit Squad, but it's also Hit Squad because everybody in my label gonna be dropping hits, right? But to get into the deeper meaning of the question, like right now it's family oriented, so everybody on my label is like I know them since the 5th grade, middle school, high school.
And that's how it should be, honestly. That's how it should be.
And the goal of it is, like I told them, like, I'm out here doing it. Like, I'm out here figuring it out. You feel me? I'm out here finding out the recipe, putting it in the pot, cooking it up. When I crack it, like, I got it. Like, y'all good. Like, I'm showing y'all the ropes. Like, it ain't no, oh, yeah, now y'all boys got to do it. Nah, y'all. Here you go. Here's everything, all the connections I got, and that's what it's for. And even as there's some of them out there doing their thing, some of the connections they may get. Like, hey, boy, you don't believe who I met. I met whoop de whoop whoop. Oh yeah, bet, yeah. You feel me? They come back like, yeah, so you hit up, you feel me, do this, whoop. And that's what it's for. It's for the bill. It's not for the like my goal is like
For
I want to help
everybody
everybody to eat. I want to help everybody become a boss. At the end of the day, I want my dog Tino to be like, yeah, I got my own record label now. I got my own artist. You feel me?
So let me ask you, because what you're doing is very strategic and is very needed, because there's a lot of artists out here that need the help. See, in labels back then, they would help the artists. They would build the artists. They would nourish the artists. They would build a family relationship with the artist. These labels today, the artists gotta have their own kind of fan base and all that stuff already for them to work. And that's always been incorrect in my eyes. Like, you're a label, you're supposed to build with the artist.
Yeah.
Now, would you say that is the same with your label, as in you are more so helping the artist, not more so a monetary gain?
No, definitely it's not a monetary gain. Like of course, it's a business. I have to make some type of money, but it's not like I'm trying to kill them. Like I'm not trying to go 50-50 on streams. Like I might say, reimburse me for the studio time, whatever, 25% until you reimburse me for all the studio time, everything I did to help you. You feel me? Whatever. Whoop-de-whoop. Once you do that, like you feel me? You got a little extra tab or whatever. Once you hit that, you done. I ain't touching your money for the rest of your life. Like that's yours. Like I don't want it. Like
That's actually I wouldn't even call that a boss mentality. I would call that a leader mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because we always hear the difference between boss and leader. And I know you're saying you're a boss, but honestly, you don't sound like a boss. You sound like a leader. You feel me? This is a whole leader thing. Now let me ask you this, right? What are the cons? I'm sorry. What are the pros and cons of owning your own record label? Kind of give us some insight on people, for people who want to start a label.
yeah. Pros. I mean, pros. It's a business. You do it right, you make money. And I mean, it's nothing like, in my personal opinion, there's nothing like having your own thing, your own, where you can control everything and make sure things go how you want it to go. And then the cons, I mean, it's a business. That's also the con.
My man said a lot without saying a lot. That's what's up.
You have to know the business of it, like taxes, the way you structure your LLC. Like you got to know these things. Like, are you trying to go after business tax? Like, I mean, business credit. Like, you have to know these things.
Has it ever been times that an artist on your label was hit with a bad deal, or the deal that you distributed to them, they didn't see it as a good deal? Have you ever had any times like that?
Nah, I never had anything like that because it's always up front. Like that's me. Everything is up front. I'm not trying to. Oh, you ain't read the fine print. Nah, I'm telling you everything up front. So either if you like it, you like it. We good. If you don't like it, give me your negotiation. If we come to common terms, we good. If not, hey, we have to part ways. No bad feelings.
No bad feelings. Now, being as high that you pretty much creating an empire here, and we all know to create an empire, you have to have ground rules. You have to have a foundation, and we all know it's a lot of people inside the empire, and whatever the empire rules says, that's what the empire rules will be, and that's what the people under the empire has to follow. Now, with you creating the label and with you being an entity, I'm gonna just call you that. That's like organization. Do you have ground rules? In other words, do you have like, does your business have morals? Does it have regulations? And the people under it have to follow by any means. And if they can't, they just gotta, jump off the ship.
I mean, yeah, definitely. And in short terms, I'll say y'all, it's just the rules of life. Like just be real. That's the main thing. Like, be real, be authentic. I want you to be you. I don't want you to be, and I want you to, but we operate on honesty. You feel me? Like, we operate, everything we do, we're dealing with this label is upfront, it's honest, it's no trying to rip people off.
What age did you start this label? Because that's actually, to me, that's a pretty good age to start a label.
So I started the label at 25, I want to say, but the idea of the label, the actual like footwork of it, man, I had it since like middle school.
So you had this for a long time.
Yeah, like back in the days in middle school, I called it GME. It was get money every day, get money entertainment. So yeah, I always had that ideal of wanting to have my own label.
So how many artists you got right now?
Let's see, 50 Feet.
I mean, you can shout them out if you want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm like Tino, you got Freaky Feet, you got Keith Wells, Willie Beeman. Man, I don't know how I was forgot Beeman. So I think 4. I don't think I'm forgetting nobody. I hope I'm not. Them 4.
So are you big on referrals? Like, they out there, doing their thing, and then they refer, the label to other artists. And how does that work? Do they speak to you directly, or do they speak to, your executives, or how does that work?
So I like to make sure I have a hand in everything. Like I said, so like I'll talk to them directly. You feel me? Like I said, I like to know first off. Like, I like to get a vibe, get a feel for you. Like I always said, I do a great job at picking up on people's vibes. I can tell like that's a good person. Like, nah, his spirit feel kind of funny. I don't really rock with buddy. So I always like to meet face to face and talk to people. But I take referrals, especially because I trust their ear. Like, I trust their ear. So they wouldn't be on my label if I didn't trust their ear and I didn't trust their work. So
that was a fire response. So last question. This is for all the marbles. What is your beliefs on spirituality, and how does this connect with everything you do, pretty much?
So as it comes to, it's funny you said spirituality, because a lot of people would have said religion. So that's funny. So let's get that out the way. I don't really say I believe in any religion. I believe every religion may have some truth. Of course, they have truth in it, but I just don't believe in any religion. That's a whole deeper conversation as to why. But spirituality, I do believe like that we're here for a reason, like, and we have to fulfill our journey. Like, I I got so much when it comes to it. My homie actually told me I should write my memoirs. I should be jotting this stuff down. And he's absolutely right. I should be. But I believe, like, for instance, I'll say, like, I got a theory about the key to old age, right? The key to old age is being pure-hearted. Simple as that. Being pure-hearted. You stay pure. If you can stay who you were when you were brought into this world, so you're now 20 and you're still that same person, you get rewards for that. That's one of my theories, man. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but that's one of my theories I have about how life works, about how spirituality works. And I believe we're spiritual beings. Like, I believe we definitely have forgotten
the roots.
Yeah, we've forgotten everything. But I believe we're spiritual beings, and I know we're spiritual beings. Like, I have this thing like where I say I talk to life and life responds. Some people ain't gonna catch that. I talk to life and life responds. Some people won't catch it, but for those who do, they will. Things I'll be like, dang, life, I don't know. I'll just be like, man, I don't really know right now. Should I do this? Should I do that? Boom, something happened. Oh, well, I guess I should do this then. Okay, there go my answer. And I listen to that. Like, I really pay attention to that and I listen because I feel like that's life. That's whatever being, whatever presence telling me the answer to my questions. And that's how I move through life. That's how I move through everything.
So how does this connect with your business? And how and does this play any kind of regulations, any kind of rules regarding your business that artists have to abide by?
I wouldn't say it regards any rules, but it is like, I guess you say the motivation behind the business in a sense. Because I feel like it helps, like, the business keep growing. Like, I was here and it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. Every year I'm looking back and I'm like, wow, I'm really growing, And it kind of helps reassure me because things kind of fall in place. Maybe not when I want it, but they always do.
Always on time.
They always, you feel me? So they fall in place, and I take that as a sign that I'm on my journey. This is a part of my journey. This is a reason. From 10 years old, I always had a passion for music. So.
Where can they find you, man? Where can they find you?
Man, I'm everywhere at Quey305, Quey 305, everywhere. Twitter, well, X now. Instagram, TikTok, Google me if you want to. YouTube, definitely go on YouTube. Check out the project, check out the work. Yeah.
So here y'all have it, man. We got Mr. 305 here, Mr. Entrepreneur, Mr. Leader in the building, man. Just wrapped up another fire interview. Y'all stay safe. More coming.